Welcome back to the Momentum Sports Podcast, where Derek and I are going to duke it out in this episode, and we're going to talk about those Texas Longhorns and their SEC schedule. And Derek, I'll let you start off first because I know that I'm going to probably disagree with everything that you're about to say, but is Texas, are they dominating the SEC?
Let me lay back really quick. Yes, they are. They're finally dominant as of right. I told you. I told you when Quinners went down, it's going to take a few days to get back to game shape. And you know what happened? He finally got there and blew out Florida with the same third string, second string you're talking about that Georgia played. So don't give me that bullshit. Because I know Texas is really good. All right. They got the speed, they got the defense, and they even lost a receiver who was a 5-star receiver because there wasn't enough room for the ball to go around. There's nothing. Jonathan Cooks had to leave. He said, I'm not getting the play today. I understand the crowded field of wide receivers. You do what you got to do. We're still going to be pretty good without him. It sucks he had to go.
You're talking about the wide receiver that redshirted?
I'm talking about Dante Cook, who played a few games, and
Yeah,
yeah, he was here
redshirted.
last year. Yeah, he's going to go into the. I don't
The
think he could
portal.
redshirt because he played a few games,
I think he's
more than three
redshirting to go
games.
into the portal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about all that, but no, I think they're starting to show that they're going to be dominating from here on out. I think Texas A&M is probably the only team that'll probably give them help, but beyond that, I see them doing well to the SEC championship.
All
Yeah,
right.
you can go off that. You can't say you don't disagree.
I'll put it this way. Um, Texas has the chance to own the SEC. They have not done anything spectacular yet. So to say that they are owning it at this point, no, they're not. They have not played an SEC team um, that has, I think, an above. So currently, if you look at the current rankings, they have not played a single team on their schedule that is currently ranked in the top 25. Um, they their best win right now is against a Vanderbilt team that is now 3-3 in conference, 6-4 overall. I mean, if that's your best win. So if we go over here and we look at the standings, we go to the, let's see here. Where is the SEC? Oh, there it is. Tennessee is number 1, A&M number 2, Texas number 3, Georgia number 4, Ole Miss number 5, Alabama number 6, Missouri number 7, LSU number 8, South Carolina number 9, Vanderbilt number 10 in the SEC. And guess
Damn,
what? Now, next week, Texas is playing number 11, Arkansas, in the SEC out of
damn,
16 teams.
damn.
So, how can you be owning the SEC when your best win is against a team that is ranked number 10 in the
Damn.
SEC and your best out of conference win is against a 5-5 Michigan team? So, again, this just because you've only played bad teams and beaten bad teams, and by the way, your Florida comment, their second string quarterback went out right around halftime. So their
Their
third
third
string
string
played in
quarterback
the
was
second
in
half.
Georgia.
Yeah, when Georgia came back and won the game. So, also, by the way, you guys got owned by Georgia. So you've only played one good team on the schedule, and you got hammered at home in front of
I agree
everybody.
with you. I agree. But you didn't take
Yeah.
my point earlier. You never took my point earlier. I said Quinn Ewers was trying to get game in shape.
Well, he wasn't in game shape for that Georgia game, and neither was Carson Beck. And I think Carson Beck didn't. Georgia have 5 turnovers in that game.
Three, three,
Um,
three, 3 to 4. There's 4 turnovers by Texas, being fumbles,
mm,
3 turnovers by Georgia, being all interceptions. Shows our secondary is really good.
you're right. You're right. It was 3 turnovers. I thought it was 5. You're right. It was 3 turnovers by Georgia. Texas had 4 turnovers. I don't know. Like, here's the thing. Again, I have a thing where just because you beat bad teams and you're undefeated doesn't mean that you're not a good team. But if you've only beaten bad teams, I know Texas has a loss, but they're undefeated against all the bad teams. If you are undefeated or have a winning record against not so good opponents, that does not mean that you're a bad team. It just means that you haven't been proven yet. And, there were years that Clemson didn't play anybody. They won national championships. So, Florida State, there's been years that I think the year that they won the Natty, I don't think they really had much competition getting there. That may be a bad example. I would have to double check that, but so scratch that. But Clemson, I'm just going to use that as the example. There have been plenty of years where Clemson made runs at the national championship, either winning or losing at that stage. And all year long, it was Clemson has the easiest schedule to get there. And yet they could go on and win a national championship. So Texas is 100% capable of proving that if they can win out, if they beat A&M and they win that SEC championship game, they own the SEC. But right now, you got to sit back in your place where your best win is against the bottom half of the conference. And you've got to sit there and wait on that side of the conference until you beat somebody up in the top half of the conference. A&M, that's your opportunity. Beat A&M, you're on your way. If you only beat A&M and you lose in the SEC championship, you're still not at the top. But I do believe Texas is capable of it. They've got the athletes. They've got the coaching. It's just up to them not to screw it up. So we'll see what happens, Derek. But anybody that says that Texas is owning the SEC right now or that defending that schedule, again, I'm going to hear a bunch of this. We can't control our schedule, blah, 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 blah. All right. Then wait until you play A&M. Then you can start talking about owning the SEC. Beat A&M, win the SEC championship. Until then, let's pump the brakes and let's see who this team really is. Again, they've only played one real opponent. And what happened?
Well, they lost, but you know what? My screen's all messed up because it's
Hey,
zoomed
there
in.
it is.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to fix
I
the
can
damn
tell you're
screen.
having trouble over there.
Oh, God, Lord. Fix AI.
Wow. Looks like the Texas fan is losing on their screen over there, losing the screen battle. But I guess with that, we're gonna close this segment out. I think Derek has said enough over there. I've said enough. Derek needs to refresh his screen. So we're going to head out of here. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below your thoughts on Texas. Do you think I'm being too harsh on him? Am I being a Texas hater? Or am I spot on with let's wait and see and have them prove it? Anyway, we're excited to read all the comments. We're excited to get new viewers and new subscribers, and we'll see you guys in the next segment.